Uh, I did have it because it got temperatures dropped again. So I did. I was so freaking hungry this morning when I got up, and it was so cold. I did get something hot to eat, but I had to be very careful about what I ordered to make sure I didn't get sick again. And luckily, I didn't. But I was worried about it all day. I didn't fly a sign today because the edema is too bad in my legs, and I just wanted to kind of take it easy and prevent them from getting as blown up as they were last night. They were so bad that when I sat up on the cot and tried to get my shoes on, even just sitting up caused Charlie horses all throughout my abdomen, rear end, thighs, and then I got them all down in my legs when I tried to slip my shoes on. So I didn't want another night of that. So they didn't get as swollen today as they did yesterday. So tonight they should go down quite a bit. Tomorrow I'll fly a sign and hopefully make enough for... I need to dry my wool blankets because they're wet from condensation in the rain. Nobody's going to steal them when they're wet. Food, not necessarily anything hot. I'm tired of eating the crap. I'm tired. I've been so sick for so long, I could care less if I eat much at that restaurant ever again. Mostly bagels and cream cheese is what I'm eating. As long as I get them where I'm getting them, they're nice and soft, even though they're not cooked. And I crave them, to be honest. I get the garlic and the onion ones or sesame seed, whatever. Their flavored bagels are just the best. So I crave them. Hot hands. I'll need to get some hot hands. I don't eat much, really. Not like a whole lot, $25, $30, and I'd be good probably all weekend. And I am going to go to jump now that it's warmer. I'm going to go to jump next week. That'll help a lot. Now that it's cold out, I've got to get my... I'm going to have to start getting hot hands and get my blankets dried so that I can use them. And I'm going to, I'll set up a tarp over the cot tonight to block the wind. That actually makes a hell of a difference. Problem is, there's a lot of condensation from I stay so warm, and my breath, from my breath, the condensation gets everything wet. Luckily, my winter sleeping bag dries very quickly. It's moisture wicking, so even though I had it bagged up, it still dried like that. So, and I took it out and fluffed it up a little bit for a couple hours where I had room. It's much better on the cot, except for when my legs are severely swollen from the renal failure, and that's extremely painful. I got really bad flank pain on both sides because of the renal failure. So, not much I can do about it except try to get more rest. I wanted to actually get laid down earlier tonight, but missed the bus, didn't get out the door quick enough. So, I'm probably going to go hunt down, try to find a different spot where I have more privacy so that I can get up later and stay flat as long as I need to. If I need to stay flat 14 hours to get all of the fluid off and get my kidneys operational again, then that's what I got to do. That's why I had that camp in the first place. They knew that camp was saving my life because I had a place where I could rest as long as I needed to. Now, the new camp I set up is not going to be a permanent one because this cot is heavy duty, but it's lightweight because it's aluminum. And I made a new strap for it so I could carry it easier without it, because I know that thing that's on there is going to rip any minute now. And then I've got my other tarp that can actually, it's ultra lightweight, so it can actually go in the dryer or in the washing machine. Whereas the other tarps are very noisy, they're bright blue. Not that I don't use them. I'm using them right now because it's so muddy and nasty because of the snow melt that I don't want to have to, right now I don't have the money to wash the new tarp, and I really don't have any way to set it up the way it needs to be set up because of that spot that I'm at. I'll be able to use it like it needs to be used when I find a different spot where I have more room. And in the meantime, until I have enough money to get a box that I can store stuff in and get a couple locks for it, I just got to carry everything with me every day. My sleeping bag and my cot, and I got my tarp in my backpack. So anything else, if they need to steal those wool blankets, they're welcome to them because I got them from whatever charities. Somebody dropped them off somewhere, and I think I did buy one of them, but it's so wet, nobody's going to want to steal it. And that does keep you warm, even though it's wet. I'll give it that much. And the wind's blowing enough that it will probably might even dry it a little bit and prevent condensation tonight. And it looks like it's snowing. So anyway, the daylight savings time helped because it doesn't start getting daylight till about 7. So instead of having to get up at 6, I don't have to get up until about 6:45. So I get a few extra minutes.